And welcome, sports fans, for another great day for some football. My name is Jaron Wade, and I'm joined by my best friends in the whole wide world, Mr. Rakush
Sports.
and Mr. Matt.
Yo.
And as I said today is a great day for football. Rakush,
Yeah, it is actually. I
So,
know what you guys are thinking. Why am I showing you guys the screen full of text?
no,
Well, this is Football Manager 13, and I'm going to be trying and showing it to you within the next 15 minutes.
okay, hang on. This is really important before we get into this.
Yeah, what's up?
Is it like football or football?
It's like football, like European
well,
football.
I just lost half my jokes right now.
Alright, so I'm going to dive right into this right now. As you can see, you
Wait,
can actually add.
are you playing online?
No, this is not online.
Then why need a password?
For some reason, you can add one into this game. Apparently, when you have 30 years worth of stuff to. Oh, apparently, password's incorrect. Oh, right, caps lock's on.
Oh man, yo, dude, you're gonna get kicked off your team. They're gonna think you're a hacker.
No, well, I logged in. It's cool. So, alright, so that was the login screen because this game apparently needed one. And this is the main screen. There's a lot of stuff to show you in this. I'm going to try and show it to you as quickly as possible. This is your career screen. So you can see this is me, I guess, Recruit.
Are you the Chicago Bulls?
And no, there's a bull there, but I'm not the Bulls. I am part of Grimsby Town. I'm managing this team right now from the N Power League 2, which is like the fourth division in British football, English football.
Mhm.
This is also a career screen, so even if you're not with the team, this is probably where it's going to show you this stuff. It's got the league table over here. It's got transfers, and it's got money, things like that here.
So, are you managing real teams right now, or are
Yes,
they?
yes. These
Okay.
teams actually exist. They're just on a very low level, so a lot of people probably haven't heard
Are
of it.
are they like real people or like
Yes,
Kobe Narsh?
they're also real people. They're not Kobe Darsh. All right, so the next screen I'm going to show you is the inbox. This is actually a very important screen because every time you progress the game by clicking on continue up here, it's actually going to show you a lot of important things. Now, this is all based on your subscription. So if you subscribe to, say, like the German League, it's also going to show you something from the German League
Is it
as
gonna
well.
be in German?
No, unfortunately, not in German.
Are
I
they gonna
wish.
be talking about their special pills?
Man, imagine if this game was in Babelfish just because you
Oh,
picked it in
God.
German. That'd be pretty bad.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, essentially, like it gives you a lot of important information. Like my team right now is in this tournament, Johnstone Payne Trophy. They're in the final, like regional final. Then you also get scouting reports here, for example. So the next team I'm facing is Oxford United. You can actually go and check the team report, and it shows you they've scored way more than they should have, and they have conceded way lesser than normal teams do. So it seems like they're a very good team.
Yo man, don't be scared.
I am scared.
No fear.
No, yo, you gotta believe.
I'm so scared, guys.
Yo, believe in your team.
Oh, no.
Where's your team?
This is my team actually.
Oh,
The screen before that is just a regular squad overview, but then you can also go under tactics. This is kind of the screen where I like to do a lot of like the pre-game preparation in, just because everything is available on this. So one of the things you can obviously do is you can move the players around here and create your own sort of formations.
Okay, you can like
okay.
create your
You
own
can,
formations.
yes.
Okay, that's cool.
This is kind of a created formation, just because I haven't really seen any that are like this.
What happens if you make like a weird one? Will that actually like affect your?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time. So like here, for example, let's take a defender and
Mhm.
put him in the front field. You can already see like there's red shirts, yellow shirts, and green hollow shirts. If you move him to a red shirt, that's a position that he's not used to, so it's an awkward position for him. You kind of
Like-
want to make sure that you play them in natural positions,
Oh, okay, okay.
because if you make an awkward position or awkward formation, you're probably not going to have enough players for that. Over here on the left,
Wait, so are you able to pick? Say you don't want to create your own formation. Can you pick like
yeah,
a booklet
absolutely.
of different ones?
What you can do is you can go under options here, and you can manage tactics or convert it to classic. Classic would be it takes it back to what a regular formation is, and yeah, you can definitely do that. Um,
Yo,
what up?
so you can pick your tactics, right?
Yeah.
Yo, can you make your tactics dirty?
Yes, you can actually be aggressive in tackling. Aside from that, you can't really do much else, unfortunately.
You can sideswipe the ref.
Can't. No.
Can you flop?
No.
Ah,
Well, I'm sure you can get carded for diving. I don't know if any of my players have been, because the game usually goes pretty fast.
God's
um,
to win, Riku. Whatever it takes.
For sure. So this is the player screen as well. This is kind of important too because you can see the condition, which is fatigue level, things like that. Now there's actually multiple levels to fatigue as well. There's something called
Oh,
match
real
fitness.
person
man, yo,
over
real
there.
person.
Real person, yeah, Andy Cook. Uh, But
You.
yeah, so on the screen I'll show you a lot as well. First things first, the physical condition. His match fitness is 100%, which means he's good to go. If it's normally at 50%, it's pretty bad because even if his condition is good, there's more fatigue on his body and a higher chance of injury, at least from what I've seen so far. What you can see on the middle screen here are his forms in the last couple of games and his attributes, which is kind of like a rating. So as any regular text-based RPG goes, you can level up your character at certain elements, right? So like you're a tank, for example, and you have more strength, or if you're like an attacker, you're gonna have better finishing. Yes, I just compared
So,
Football Manager.
so you're saying that he can take soccer balls to the face real good?
Yeah, actually, his strength is 15, so he should be able to take it real good. But the problem is,
So will
he's been
the
injured pretty frequently, so I don't know if he's that good.
that's not a real tank then.
He's
So
not a
where's
real
your
tank.
where's your magical DPS?
Good point. I don't think.
Where are his
Well,
shafts?
okay, actually, there is command. I'm sure it's here somewhere. It's positioning. There we go. It's positioning. I'm gonna say positioning for DPS. But yeah, that's what a player screen looks
Pretty sure
like.
DPS would be scoring in a game like this.
Word, word. I don't know. I don't know how to compare this to an RPG perfectly.
You're the one who started.
I'm gonna master that within the next 50 or so hours on this game. But going back to
Maybe
this
for
screen,
next year.
So going back to this screen, if a person's condition is not good, you obviously want to switch them out with the person in the right position. So like that, for example. But again, not the right position. But because I have other players that are kind of injured or not good enough, I'm gonna continue
Yo.
with that.
Do your not good enough players know they're not good enough?
Yes.
Like they have like a feeling for that?
Is there an
They-
emotional
They
rating?
actually, yeah, there is an emotional like player morale essentially. So like what you see over here, it's morale. It can go from superb to fairly poor, as you can see within the
That
the
guy
things
does
you can
not
see.
want to be on your team.
Yeah.
You should cut him.
Yo, cut 'em.
Actually, it does go lower than fairly poor as well. It can
Is
be
it sad?
abysmal.
Oh.
There is abysmal, and it's like blood red essentially, and it's just like, oh man, you better talk to this dude before he goes all like berserk on you. But yeah, so this is what the team looks like now. In the tactics, you can also go under team formations and team instructions, and you can figure out if you're going to play an attacking style of game, if you're going to be really moving
go
around
aggressive.
a lot.
Yo, can you make them aggressive?
You can. It's called overloading. Essentially, you're going to try and be desperate enough to score. So let's go overload for the next
That
game.
sounds like an RPG move.
Yeah. That
See,
sounds like
there
something
you
in
go.
Mass Effect.
There you go. I'm building this game up perfectly for
Wait,
you
is
guys.
Overload a thing in Mass Effect?
Probably.
Overload?
No?
No
Overload.
overload.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
So this is the screen basically. Then you can also go under training. You can take a look at different kinds of match preparation, regular preparation. You pick the kind of training you want to do here, the intensity and stuff. You can also talk to your staff about certain things.
Mhm.
And you can also talk to the press. Well, it says that they don't have advice at this time. You can talk to the press about the next game, and it's you can really rip them apart as well. So
Like your players are like the other team.
the other team. So like you can go club management style, for example, under manager style, and you can.
So what
pick,
you're
like,
saying is you can be like the bad boy equivalent of the league.
big time.
Oh.
Are you the bad boy of the league?
I am not, unfortunately.
Are you just being passive? Because that's how people play. That's how we play video.
I'm kind of really passive in this game, yes. But
Hey,
once
I think
you
the
do
other
that-
team's okay.
Yeah, they're good, I guess.
So I'm
Alright.
looking for a good
Well,
match.
you also have
I
to
hope
like
you have a fun time.
you also have to trade with them a lot, right? Like you have transfer targets, things like that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna show you now the end game real quick, just because we're running out of time. And if I have a chance to show you some other small things, I'm gonna do that later on. But yeah, this is now shows you the amount of games taking place here. Our game is
What place
against
are you in?
19th out of 24th. I'm not all that good.
That's not last though.
That's
Yo.
not last, exactly. Actually, my goal in this game is to not be last, and I'm doing a pretty good job at that. I'm facing a pretty tough team, offensively at least, so Overload is not the best tactic, but it's one you guys want to see, so let's go
Yo,
with that.
just attack them with all you got.
Right. I am also going to tackle them pretty hard, just because I
Oh.
don't like this team, so...
Oh.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Yo, you're
it's
getting dirty,
just going
man.
to get me either more cards,
You
or
make-
they're going to score really easily on me, one or the other.
Yo, can you make? Oh, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so that's just team instructions, as I showed you earlier. We're going to go right into the game right now. Hopefully it doesn't take us long. This is kind of the loading screen, so like I'll show you the formations that you're playing with, things like that. It's kind of just a fancy way of saying that it's loading. Teams are warming up.
So wait, how do you get players?
You have to scout for them. You actually hire scouts, or you search for them yourself. Having scouts allows you to actually get a proper indication of what their skill levels are. So the attributes that I showed you earlier, strength, finishing, things like that, you need a scout to show you that stuff.
Okay. Can you like name your players?
Unfortunately, no. No. From what I've seen so far, they just kind of make them up as you go.
How would you feel if that was downloadable content?
Oh man, naming your players?
Yes.
I wouldn't want to do that.
$2.
I don't know. That
Not
would
even
kind
for
of
$2.
that would kind of ruin the integrity of this game.
You don't
for
want
me.
you don't want Superstar Rakush on your team.
I am
by
superstar manager Rakush here.
Yeah, you can have Superstar Manager Rakush and Player Rakush.
So the screen we saw there was basically just pregame. This one, it's opposition instructions.
Dude, that guy's morale is very poor.
Yes.
Wait, is this your team?
No, this is the
Oh,
other
okay.
team.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got this. You got this.
This is defending instructions essentially. So I'm gonna get advice from my defending coach, and he is, for example, gonna change this automatically to show on to foot, which is weaker foot. I haven't figured out what that is yet. I'm hoping I'm gonna learn that soon. I'm gonna move on to the team talk. Kind of important before the game itself, just kind of get your team. To
Well,
be
yeah,
relaxed.
arguably this is the most important part
At
about
least
it.
pre-game, yeah,
Yeah.
just because you can either be a complete ass and be like, put them under pressure, or you can be like, no, you know what, guys, we're underdogs, no pressure to succeed. Just go out there and have fun, and they're all relaxed.
Yo, that
and
one
stuff
guy's
now.
not believing that.
That one guy. It's
That
cool.
one guy needs to be kicked off the
Does that,
team.
No,
does that-
man.
Does that one guy speak English?
He does not, and that's actually a good
Oh,
point that you
okay.
bring up too. Because essentially, what might end up happening in this game, I've started the game right now. One thing I should point out, you guys haven't heard any audio. That's mostly because the only audio you actually are gonna hear is in game, or like in match, I should say. Going back to the point that I was making, a lot of players, if they're foreign-born players, they don't speak English, so it's going to actually bring up a communication barrier in this game. And it's slightly frustrating at times because it's so logical that you cannot hate it for that reason, and they just can't communicate as well. But
Can like your in-game self learn languages?
I have not seen that yet. I'm not sure if they have to go a certain amount of time before that pops up or not, but I haven't
Okay.
seen it yet. So we have reached halftime. Apparently, worry free. It's still scoreless, so that's not bad. Now they played fairly well, but you can still be an ass and say I'm not happy with your performance out there. And what's
Oh,
going to end
no.
up happening
Oh,
is
gee.
some people are
You
going
have
to
some
lose.
really sensitive people on your team there.
They are.
Yo, but you
They
got
really
some,
are.
you got some troopers on there
Yeah.
too.
Yes. At the same time, I also have like 18-year-old kids on here, and they didn't really notify or like react in a specific way. So
Let's face it, today,
Shame
the
on the
generation today,
You're not
you know,
English,
they
dude.
just,
Also,
they just don't care.
all right. So some of these guys are fired up. Let's see how they play in the next one. Now, one thing here is you can see the condition and the ratings. If the rating goes below a certain amount, you might want to look into subbing them out. They just scored against me, but he was offside, it seems. So,
wait. So what's the rating out of?
out of 10. So it's 1 out of 10.
Okay.
It is kind of covered by what is basically assistant opinions. They will tell you if you need to close down on certain players or if you need to attack a bit more, things like that. My team just scored apparently, so big
what?
time. That is upset special right there. You can also record the goals, upload them online, things like that. I'm
Can
gonna
you-
skip
okay.
that.
So you're telling me you can review the tapes if you wanted to.
Totally can, yes. You can also, you have to sub out players who reach a lower condition level, right? And especially once you have a lead, you want to try and bring in some key players for that kind of stuff. So I'm bringing in 2 players right now. More than likely not going to do anything for that. They're likely going to come back and score.
Oh no. Did they score?
No, they haven't,
Oh.
but they just were giving up too many corners. And our players haven't subbed in until there's like a dead ball essentially, and there they go, they just
Okay.
scored.
So let's say you're like playing this game. Like, is this?
It's real
fast?
time. It's as fast as you can go, yes.
Can you actually make it so that you sit through a 90-minute game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
You can change it over here, match speed essentially.
What?
I don't know if it goes 90 minutes, but you can
Oh, no,
sit
they
through it
scored.
for a good amount of time. They might score again. But oh no, actually I ended up with a tie here, which isn't bad considering, again, we were underdogs. The bookies didn't have us winning this. And then you also have a post-game talk, and at this point you can see everybody, thought we were gonna lose, but then we came out, scored, not bad. Everyone looked kind of delighted about that, and
Okay.
sometimes you
Yo,
have to go easy on the
Yo,
players.
that one guy who doesn't speak English. Yo, he feels that.
Yo, he got that, right? That's cool. You didn't really see the language barrier thing come up here, but that showed up a lot first thing in the season as well. So
Yeah, that's when the team didn't know each other.
Yeah,
but-
because you can talk with the players, right?
you can talk
Does
to the
his
players
stuff come up in
individually.
German?
It does not, no. Again, as I was mentioning, it would be pretty funny if all you had to do is go click on Google Translate just to see how they're talking.
it would be broken, but I think that would add to
Oh, yeah, for
hilarity.
I do want to.
So then you can also see post game stuff. these are players that I've kind of shortlisted, and I'm always going to get injury reports and things like that on
no.
them. Shortlists, you can see there's transfer targets, development lists, things like that. So yeah, this is basically what the main version of this game is. I'm also going to show you.
I can't get over the fact that this is an email client right now.
Yeah.
It essentially is.
Can you make the game like email your actual email?
Unfortunately, no. That would be pretty funny.
Can you send naughty photos?
So we are almost running
I'll
out
take
of
that
time.
as a yes.
Oh right, I didn't answer that. Oh wait, my bad. No, you cannot send naughty videos. I didn't think I'd have to answer that. Sorry. So we
Or
are
can they
almost
send
out.
naughty videos to you?
I hope not. This game is rated like T for teen or E for everyone. I don't even know why it would be rated T for teen, honestly, but yeah. This is just saving the game. Our time is almost up. I'm just gonna
That's
show
kind of
you
a long
guys.
save. Maybe it's just 'cause you're
Yeah.
running.
Well, you have a
Yeah.
lot to save as well, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it's literally saving an entire game's worth of stuff after it's happened here. And this is the main screen. This guy is super psyched.
Oh, dude,
as
that
well.
guy's psyched.
How much did you pay for this game?
$20. This is during the Steam sale.
This screen alone is well worth the $20.
Does that guy like pop up on the side when you score a sweet goal, like in Mortal Kombat?
That'd be pretty funny. Unfortunately, it doesn't. There are some other game modes in this as well. If you want to go through it real quick, there's Football Manager Classic, so you don't have to worry about what I just showed you. Then there's predetermined challenges if you take over a relegation team, things like that. There's also an online kind of mode. I don't know if it's going to load up in time here or not. I'm going to take a few more seconds to show it. Essentially, you can start up your own league between
that's
2 and
cool.
32 friends. You can name it, you can create your team, or you can actually import the team that you have right now
Okay.
in your game mode, and you can take that online as
Would that
well.
would that break the experience? Say, like, if you had some people on your team that, say, you had one player on your team, and you imported that, but a
I'm
friend
not
imported
sure,
their
actually.
team.
I haven't really
They have
tried
the
it
same
yet,
player?
just
Yeah, okay.
because I don't really have any other person on my Steam friends list who plays Football Manager 13, to be honest with you. But yeah, you can also join an online game, as you can see there as well. So if someone else creates it, I'm sure you can just go in and do that as well. So this was basically Football Manager 13 in a nutshell. I mean, as crazy as this sounds, I've had a lot of fun with this game. It's a very niche title. Honestly,
sure.
it's not meant for everyone. And I don't even know if a diehard soccer fan can honestly sit down and play this a lot. It's just I was kind of looking. I played this game on the iPhone last year, and that's the reason I kind of came into 13. And maybe I had a better time adjusting to it. I'm just not sure if this is the very first Football Manager game that you go into, how well you're gonna do. But yeah, this is the game in a nutshell.
Okay, yo, last question.
What's up?
Yo, you corrupt?
No.
Yo.
So when you have all 9s on your team, you're gonna become the bad boy of the league, right?
Yeah. At that point, yes. Then I'm gonna start going corrupt.
Yo, you gonna be balling?
Yeah, yo.
Yo, get those McDonald's endorsements.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.